Namaste, everybody. I hope you're doing well today. I always begin to reflect and think about, who is my biggest fan, my biggest cheerleader? But then I also ask my wife every 6 months, can anybody love you more than I love you? And can anybody love me more than you love me? It puts a lot of things in perspective because it also allows me to realize who is my number one fan, who is my number one cheerleader. And the easiest way to think about that is other people's perception of my wife is what I tell them. Your significant other, their perception is what you tell them. What words come out of your mouth? What do you say about your significant other? How do you portray them to other people? Is it in this understanding of empowerment and encouragement of a hero and a warrior? Or is it all victimized? That where you're blaming them for so many things and you're hanging on to so many things in the past from still today. But I hope today that you have the opportunity to start fresh, whole, new, and complete. That today you find forgiveness on a completely, totally different level for yourself and for others. Because realize the relationship we have with others is a direct reflection of the relationship we have with ourselves. So who is your number one fan, your number one supporter, your biggest cheerleader? And how do other people perceive you? And that goes to emotional intelligence, but also the significant other in your life. What do they say about you? What is their interpretation of who you are today? Right here, right now, not in the past, but today. Of what you're doing for them each and every day. Are you their biggest fan? Are you their biggest cheerleader? Are you their biggest supporter? Are you giving them a life they truly deserve and adore that you're giving yourself? Give yourself self-care. Focus on yourself today. Become the best version of yourself. And then other people will begin to look at you in a different light, a different vein. They have no choice, no option. Now, there's always going to be the skeptics. There's always going to be the critics. There are always going to be those people that are self-condemning in themselves that reflect that on every single person in their life. But I want you to just reevaluate how your significant other or anybody that's close to you in your life, how they view you, what they say about you, what you say about them. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs on this topic. Because I feel like we really need to empower one another. We need to encourage one another. We really need to be there for one another. But begin to analyze your thoughts, your beliefs, and what you vocalize about other people in your life. And sometimes it's kind of disheartening that you realize, wow, this is what I say about my significant other. Or this is what I've said in the past about my significant other. And I didn't portray them in the real, true, authentic self of who they are and what they really mean. I was on this other path in this other direction. And a lot of times it's the perception I have of myself. Now, a lot of times we do that, right? We criticize and condemn others to build ourselves up. We belittle others because it makes us feel better about ourselves. But what does that say about your character? What does that say about who you really are? Are you that warrior or that hero? Or are you victimizing yourself through this relationship and blaming somebody else for the situation you're in? No longer do that. Today is the day you take charge, you take accountability. Today is the day you stand up for yourself and those people around you. Today is the day that you see those people in your life in a positive light. That you become the biggest cheerleader, the biggest fan for your significant other, for yourself, your family. That you do everything you can to make them the best version of themselves because you have become the best version of you. A lot of that goes back into Tentful Living. What is your intention? And your mission statement. If there's any of those aspects or concepts, I would love to work with you. Just click on the description. If you know somebody that's struggling in that area, just have them reach out to me. You can sign up in this description below, and I would love an opportunity to help you get back on your focus, to be the best version of you, to find your mission statement, to find your values, to find who you are, your identity, to find intentful living, to find a purposeful life, and to really find self-care that's applicable to you. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I'm here on this amazing morning, and I wanted to share this little bit of sunrise with me and with you. I know it's difficult to see, but right back behind me is the lake, and this is my backyard here by the lake, and it's just amazing. Yesterday we actually saw deer for the first time ever, so it's been such a joy and such a pleasure, and I absolutely love each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. I would like to know your impression of me. What do you say about me? Who am I to you? I love you guys. Have a great weekend.